Assalamualaikum and hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be the start of something new because I am starting this Sydney diary series. So if you can't tell from the title, I will be going to Sydney, but for an academic reason. If you're new to this channel, if you don't know about me, hi, my name is Ika. I have decided to further my education to study a master's degree. I graduated from the University of Edinburgh in the UK, in the United Kingdom, for my undergraduate degree, but now I will be doing a master's degree soon in Australia. So this will be the first entry, or well, the first video for this Sydney diary series. It will be titled as the 0th entry because this video is just going to be me talking about the whole process, the whole journey, the timeline of how I decided to come to this decision. I will be talking about how I applied scholarship opportunities, and then what I have to do for my visa and medical health checks and etc. as a Bruneian student who is currently living in Brunei, just for some context. Yeah, I can't believe this is happening so soon. It's about to start. It's crazy. I can't believe this is happening. Accompanying with this sit-down video, I did film some real-time clips throughout the past few months for some parts for this video, so you will see not just me, like the current me right now, you also see the past me. Oh, also, before we start, PSA, this is how the process is like for me as a Bruneian student, so some of this may only be applicable to Bruneians, so don't quote me fully on everything that I did in this video. This is basically what I just experienced myself. It could be different for anybody. So I have made notes of this because I didn't realize I did so much. The first thing I did is obviously I have to apply and choose which degree I want and also which universities I want to go to. So I actually thought of doing this master's degree in January 2024, so over a year ago, and it was literally while I was doing my dissertation work, and I was like, oh, I kind of enjoy academia more than I thought I would. So I was researching what I can do after a undergraduate degree. So I talked to some people, and most people did a master's degree. Some actually skip the master's degree and go straight to PhD, and then they're like, not yet, too quick for me. So I just decided to see what options there are for the master's degree, and I actually thought of applying to not just Australia but also the US, some US universities. I made it halfway through of applying to the US universities before I sacked that option off because it's too far for me, it's too expensive, whereas Australia is more closer, and also I kind of want to see what Australia is all about because I heard some good things about it. What I did when I decided that I want to go to Australia universities, I actually applied to 2 universities. Oh, I'm doing a master's in global health, by the way. So I applied to 2 universities, University of Sydney and University of New South Wales. They are both in Sydney. I've only limited myself to Sydney. And then after I looked at their course structure, course programs in those both universities, I asked help from my education agency that I used when I applied for the undergraduate degree in the UK. So I reached out to them and then asked for help to apply for this master's degree in Australia, and they actually have some students there in Australia already. So I was like, oh, perfect. So can you help me? I asked them, can you help me with applying, like application, and how does it work? And it's actually pretty simple. For both of those universities, this is just for University of Sydney in New South Wales, they ask you to fill in the postgraduate degree forms. That's literally what I did. Filled in some stuff, details. Also with those forms, I think you need to attach some academic transcripts to go with it, CV. I think that was all it. I'm not sure if you need references from your professors, or I don't even think you need an interview. I didn't do an interview for this master, so I literally just filled in that form, and that's basically how the application works. Fast forward after that, I heard back from University of Sydney first, which was in May, and I got accepted to that. They offered me a conditional offer first. A few weeks after that, I got the rejection letter from University of New South Wales, but I don't mind because I already have the Sydney one. We're all good. So yeah, that is the first step to find which university I want to go to and which degree. Okay, so the next step, the second step, I was also thinking of what scholarship opportunities they are available that I could apply for, because girl, university is expensive. I did the same process I did for my undergraduate degree, which is to get a scholarship from the Brunei government, the Ministry of Education. So I applied for that again, and I think registration opens, well, this is for the Bruneians, by the way, so if anyone's curious, registration usually opens early of the year, so around January, and they usually list out some courses that they usually provide scholarship funding for. And so I applied for that and heard back from them around March for like a briefing, and then I have my interview. They did a MMI interview, which stands for multiple mini interviews. The MMI interview on the 1st of April of 2024, which is during Ramadan last year, and since the time difference is so big, I did mine literally at 4 a.m. It was crazy. My brain was all sluggish, but I got through it, alhamdulillah. Whew. I was so stressed. It was that time, but it was okay because it was during sahur anyway, so I woke up for sahur to eat. It was perfect timing. Yeah, after the MMI interview, I heard back from them in mid-July. I think it was the week after my graduation, I'm not sure, but it was like mid-July, something like that. I got the news. I remember where I was, by the way, when I got this news. It was 7 a.m. in the morning, I think, and I heard my phone blaring my ringtone. My mom was calling. I was literally so groggy. I woke up to pick up the phone and be like, what's happening? And then they told me by phone that I actually got the scholarship. As soon as I heard that, tears were running down my face. I was like, I was shaking. I can't even speak. I was like, is this a joke? Is this a dream? Fast forward a few months later in September, I went to the contract signing for that scholarship. So I have the clips for that right now. Hello and welcome back to another vlog. I'm filming this from very early and it will be uploaded in a few months later, probably like next year, because this is a prep with me or like deal with admin stuff before I leave for Australia. I just finished my undergraduate degree in the University of Edinburgh like a few months back, and now I've decided to continue studying and do a master's in global health in University of Sydney. Today is gonna be my contract signing with the Brunei government, so come with me. I'll bring you guys along with how the process goes and all that, starting from this contract signing. I also have some forms to give to the government. So this is the first one, what we have to bring and all that. Just got home, everyone, and the contract signing is a success. Alhamdulillah. Woo! So that's one done, and now the next one is to wait for my COE and then do my visa and medical health check. But yeah, so that's how the contract signing went. Basically, after this is kind of hectic, stressful times because it's more of a waiting game, because I have to wait for Australian universities, they call it a COE, which stands for Certificate of Enrollment, which I need to prove that I am enrolling in this university, and they need it for my visa. So for the third step, I have to apply for a student visa, obviously, because you can't get into the country without a visa like that. I was waiting for my COE, and I received it on the 25th of September. I sent it to my education agency so they can help with processing that into my visa application. The visa process for Australia is very different from the UK. I don't remember how I did the UK, but I don't remember writing a genuine student essay criteria, which is what they need mostly for the student visa in Australia. And also, along with that, also a travel history of where you've been for the past 10 years. These two requirements took a long time to figure out because you need to answer each question really well so they could grant your visa. So this is part of my preparation to go to Australia. I am in the middle of preparing to apply for my visa, my Australian student visa, and one of the requirements is to write a genuine student essay. There's like 4 questions I have to answer, and each question it has to be like around 1,000 words. I don't know if I can show you the questions, but it's basically just about myself, why I want to study in Australia, like how will completing my degree will be beneficial to me and to like the country. I'm starting right now, and I still have like a month before the actual process of the visa application. This is kind of I haven't written an essay in so long, so this is gonna be a tough ride, but it's okay. I'll get it done. I will. Sorry for the confusion. Each question is not within 1,000 words. Not words, oh my goodness, it's characters. I said it wrong. So I think 1,000 characters is about 150 words to 200, I think. Yeah, but not words, characters. Oh gosh. So my advice is to just prep early for these 2 requirements so that you're on top of things, and when it is time to submit that visa, you already have everything done. I took, I think, around roughly a month, less than a month to do it, from September to October, because I need multiple drafts to check with my consultant, like the education advisor consultant, so that she can also check if I'm answering the questions right. And then after that, after you have your COE, your genuine student essay, and then your travel history stuff and other supporting documents, you can now open like the visa application portal. I think you just type in Google homeaffairs.gov.au, something like that, and just put student visa, and there's a link there that will bring you to the visa portal where you can start your application. That part is mostly done by my consultant, so she did a lot of things for my visa, and I'm really grateful because I don't know what I do without her. And then I submitted my visa in mid-December, and then this is crazy to me, after we submitted that visa to the Australian government, less than a week later, my visa got approved. I was so shocked. Everyone was so shocked, and I'm there like, that's so fast, because some students who submitted their visa application before mine hasn't even received theirs. So I'm like, how the heck? I don't know how they approve for these visa, but I'm just here like, alhamdulillah. I was stressing. The waiting game is just too stressful. That's it for the visa stuff. Got it done, approved. Well, during my visa application, I did something called a medical health check, which is usually just to check if you're medically fit to study abroad. For this one, you gotta check which health checks you need, you're required to do for your scholarship or for your student visa. But for me, I did 2 health checks, one with the local hospital and one with the private hospital. The local hospital that I went to, I had to do like the normal checkups. They check for your blood, urine tests, eye check, teeth check, and what else did I do? That one I did is to check if I'm medically fit for my scholarship. And then the other part of this medical health check is required by the Australian government. The important one is your chest x-ray. They really want that. So I went to a private hospital for that, because that's where the only place that they do the chest x-ray in Brunei. And this one is critical. You can only your chest x-ray after you submit your visa, because you need some type of ID to put in a health system in Australia, so that when they check in immigration later, they have it digitally. So that one took a bit of a waiting time as well, because I did the normal checkups whilst waiting for my visa application, and then I did the chest x-ray after I submitted my visa, so I can only do that in December, which I probably have some videos on that. Hey vlog, today I'll be going to the hospital to do my medical health check. I have to do like 2 medical health check, one at Ripas and one at GPMC. The one for Ripas is for like the general MOE scholarship requirements, and the GPMC one is for the actual visa application. So today I'm just going to the Ripas one, because I haven't really done my visa application stuff. So I think they said that they're gonna check like my eyes, ears, my teeth, what is that? They're gonna take my blood. So hopefully everything will be good. We'll see. I will take you along to the hospital. Let's go. On my medical check part 2, guys. Like, I'm tired of this, please. Just finished my x-ray and triage. They took my blood again. But now we have to go up and meet the doctor. My medical health check. Medical health check done, but now I have to send the form back to the MOE, the government. But the medical, alhamdulillah. So that's me for all the visa and medical health stuff. So I'm done on that. That is the most important thing that I need to do for before leaving, obviously. Yeah, other stuff that I also prepare myself before leaving is, what's nice about Brunei is they have students all around the world who have been studying abroad. So there are societies in some countries to help you connect with other Bruneian students. I attended some pre-departure sessions so I know what to expect in Australia, because I've never been to Australia in my life. This will be my first time. So those pre-departure sessions are really helpful. I attended 3. There's one by the Student Bruneian Societies in Australia. Hey, today there's a sharing session, like an information tips sharing session with the Bruneian Society, Bruneian Student Union in Australia and New Zealand. So we're gonna have a Zoom meeting in like half an hour. So it's basically just like representative from each state in Australia and New Zealand. So like Melbourne, Perth, Sydney, Auckland, and some other universities, and they're just gonna tell like the new students like their tips of studying and living in Australia. You need to know where to live, halal stuff, just living there, safety reasons and all that. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for the Zoom meeting. It starts at 2 p.m. Brunei time. I'm gonna be taking notes on like my iPad and just ask questions if I have any.
Hosted by the best ones. Then you also need a vaccination certificate. So you obtain your vaccination certificate, which states, but if you've already purchased your ticket, if and only if you're eligible.
That's crazy.
Was that they had like 50 cents, but then I have no personal experience studying university in Brunei.
And then I also attended one from the education attaché, who are looking after the Bruneian students in Australia. They also did a pre-departure session for us in January. Actually, it was recent. And I also attended a pre-departure session from my education agency, which helped me with my visa, as I mentioned. Those sessions are really helpful. And now other stuff also that I want to mention is more on the uni side of things, like health insurance. For when you study abroad, you need a health insurance. For Australia, it's called an OSHC. That OSHC is included in my scholarship, so I just let them process that. So I already got my health insurance. Also need to search for accommodation. The housing crisis in Australia is real, y'all. It's crazy. It's expensive. Oh. So I applied for the university accommodation. And I was looking and I applied for it, and I got waitlisted because there was too many students who applied for it. Now I looked for some private accommodation, which I found, thankfully. Hello, update for this vlog. I am waiting for my online interview with one of the accommodation manager that I've managed to like search up, and it seems like it's good, but I'm just waiting for the interview right now because they've asked for like a 10-minute interview to like secure a room in one of their properties, and so now I'm just waiting. Hopefully it all goes well. Because I really need an accommodation. It's literally January and I'm going to Australia in like a month and a half, so pray for me. But I got that sorted though. Everything is sorted for now. So I got that accommodation sorted, and now I gotta pack, obviously. That is basically what this journey entails. I don't know if I have anything else to say. I can't remember. Those are the most important bits that I feel like would be helpful for some people, but I think that's all it. If I have anything else that I need to say, I'll probably just leave something in the comments. I just want to say that this whole process took a long time. It started in January 2024, ends in now, January something, February, so over a year. I'm so excited and so nervous to start this whole new era, this whole new chapter. I don't know what to expect. I don't know. But I am so grateful for this opportunity, and I have so much love and thanks for all the people who have been beside me, helping me throughout this whole journey. And I love you all. You know who you are. So yeah, hope that's everything I remember to say. If you all have any questions about anything, feel free to ask in the comments section below, and I'll try my best to answer. So I have also planned, since you know this is the 0th entry, I have planned some stuff to document the whole journey throughout my study abroad in Sydney. So you need to stay tuned for what I have planned, and I will see you all in the next one, inshallah. Bye. Mwah.